one of the best photo editing software, arguably even better than Photoshop, and yet completely for free. So I'm gonna show you how to download it and then use it to create YouTube thumbnail. Go to Google and type Affinity. Enter. From the search results, select affinity.studio website and then click on download for free. To be able to download Affinity, you will need to log in into Canva, which you can do using an email, and then you will get two options to download. For Windows, click on download for Windows. Here you would have a few options. Most Windows computers are Intel/AMD and some computers are Windows ARM. If you have any questions which Windows version you have to select, let me know in the comments below. So select your Windows version and then it will start downloading. You might get a message saying Affinity x64.msix could harm your device. Do you want to keep it anywhere? Click on keep in order to finish the download, and then go to the downloads folder, double click on the downloaded file, and from the apps select app installer and then click on just once. Make sure the publisher is Canva and the source is affinity.studio, and then click on install. As soon as the installation is completed, Affinity would open automatically, but in order to be able to use it, you will need to log in. So click on login, then it will go back to your browser showing your current email ID. Click on continue and then you get a message saying the site is trying to open Affinity. Click on open. You can skip the video, click on continue and then click on start creating. Close the welcome window, expand the app. Click on the file menu and then select new. It has got many templates. Scroll down until you get to video and web section. If you got a 4K image, select UHD 4K. Here there are some other settings that you can change and then click on create document. Drag and drop a photo on your canvas. I drop two images. While the move tool is selected, you can move the image. Similar to Photoshop, it got layers. You could drag and drop one layer on top of the other layer. Hold Control key and use mouse wheel to zoom in or zoom out. Drag the corners to resize the image. Move your cursor to the corner of an image and then click and drag left or right to rotate the image. In the bottom right corner, you could see your rotation angle. Next, select the vector crop tool. Drag the edges inward to cut away parts of the image you don't want, and then select the move tool again. I can move the image to place it in a way that it will cover the screen of the iPhone. So by moving, rotating and resizing, it covers the screen quite well. Now in the toolbar, click on the three dots to open all the tools. Scroll down and browse through all the tools. In order to add the tool, click and drag the tool to your toolbar. For example, erase brush tool. And then you can close this, select the erase tool. Make sure to select the correct layer and then zoom in, click and drag to erase part of the image. Next, select the text tool. Click anywhere on your image, type the text, drag the corner to increase the size of the text. Click on the font box, type the name of a font and then select it to change the font. Click on the A icon to select the font color and then select swatches from the right hand side. Pick a color to change the font color. Next, while the font is selected, click on layer effect. Here there are many effects that you can apply to your text. For example, outer shadow. Click on it to check it. You will need to click on it one more time to select it. You can increase the radius, increase the offset, change the color, increase the intensity. By default, blend mode is set to multiply, and then when you hover your cursor over different blend mode, you could see the effect on the text. Once you're happy with the effect, click on it to select it. Change the opacity to 100% to make it more prominent. Once you're happy with the changes, click on close. Click on File, hover your cursor over Export, and then select Export. It gives you an option to export in different formats, and then click on Export. Select the folder, change your file name, and then save your thumbnail. Press Ctrl+S so that you would also save the Affinity file of your project so that you could open the same project in the future. Now go to the folder where you saved your thumbnail. Open the thumbnail to check it. And now you can upload the thumbnail to your YouTube video. I've made other videos on how to create YouTube thumbnail for free using some other apps. Please let me know in the comments which app do you think is the best for creating thumbnails.